Hey, have you noticed that your bird's plumage is a little bit duller than it used to be, not as vibrant, kind of ragged looking? Well, the answer might really be in one small drop. So let me explain who I am first. I'm Diane Burrows. I'm the founder and CEO of birdsupplies.com, home of Unruffled RX Parrot Wellness products. And one of the products that we manufacture is called red palm oil. And vets really love red palm oil. Avian nutritionists love it too. And I'll tell you why. But let's first talk about where palm oil comes from and how it's produced. Red palm oil actually is the fruit of African oil palms. And we also find a source for it in Ecuador. So when it is in its cold pressed virgin state, it is a powerhouse of bird nutrition. We also look for RSPO certified sources for our red palm oil, which means it's sustainably produced by small farmers who work together to manage the environment, but grow a good organic crop. So that's one of the things that makes us stand apart. But let's talk about the nutritional aspects of red palm oil. There's three main nutritional components that you want to know about. The first is vitamin A, and vitamin A, also known as beta carotene, is kind of a powerhouse for supporting eyes, the eye health, the respiratory system health, and then helping the skin stay soft and supple, which is essential when your bird is growing in new feathers. It helps the feathers grow in without ripping at the skin per se. Now, vitamin E is also in red palm oil, and vitamin E is like an antioxidant that fights the oxidative stress of indoor living or outdoor living for wild birds per se. So vitamin E is essential for your bird's well-being too. And then third is the essential fatty acids that also further help to moisturize the skin and help the feathers grow in really nice and beautiful. So, the slow release of the fats and the vitamins in red palm oil, give the bird a steady sense of energy without like the sugar crashes that maybe other forms of nutrition do. It's a small wonder that African grays, macaws, palm cockatoos all seek out this fruit in nature. So let's talk about how to feed the red palm oil. Red palm oil actually kind of solidifies when it's under 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is under 90 degrees Fahrenheit. As you can see, it's kind of in a solid state. And you can melt it down to liquefy it in a warm cup of water. One of the things that you want to pay really close attention to is both vitamin A and vitamin E are very heat sensitive. And so they degrade substantially at temperatures above 120 degrees. So you'd never want to put this in the microwave to liquefy it. You could put it on warm vegetables that have kind of cooled off a little bit to liquefy it as you're feeding it to your bird. But don't ever heat it up above 120. Now, the dosage is really quite small. It is so nutritionally packed that you don't want to overdose on those vitamins A and E, or the omega fatty acids for that matter. So think of it, here's a quarter of a teaspoon. An African gray could get by with about 3 servings a week of a quarter teaspoon. They weigh about 350 grams, and a quarter of a teaspoon has 25 drops in it. So if you're dealing with a smaller bird, you decrease the dosage, of course. And if you're dealing with a bigger bird, you could increase the dosage safely. But it only takes a small amount to support your bird. Now, the best way that we love to feed it, there's actually a couple of ways to feed it. We love to mix it in with our bird's chop because they're just used to eating chop, and they're used to the color and the taste of red palm oil, so it's no big deal. But if you're just new to introducing it, you might want to model as you would like with a toddler. You might want to model that you're kind of licking it off of a spoon or your finger even, and act like it's really super good. You could also put it in a syringe with, say, baby food, especially if it's orange colored baby food, like sweet potatoes or pumpkin, and just mix a drop or two in there and syringe feed it to your bird. Syringe feeding is actually a great habit to get into once in a while because it helps your bird when you have to give it medication from the vet. And then a third way to feed it would be to just literally mix it right in with your bird's pellets, or again, chop seeds if your bird's on a seed diet. So those are the three ways that we love to encourage people to feed it. Now, always kind of start slow, low and slow. Start off with maybe, 1/4 of the dosage and work your way up as your bird gets used to the dosage. And then ask your vet if your bird is actually a species that may not tolerate the fats as well. That would be a Collectus and some Amazons. Also, if your bird has fatty liver disease, you would want to avoid, the excess fats and find the nutrition in another source. So that there you have it. That's what red palm oil is all about, and I hope it helped you out today. And hope you start helping your bird get its vitamin A and vitamin E and omega fatty acids that it needs to thrive and have beautiful feathers. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.